Good afternoon, everyone. This is James at Locking the Value, talking to you today about how we cash out our profits, when we cash out our profits, and just taking a look at the at how the week has been. So this is the last week of the cryptocurrency market, and obviously we keep seeing sort of a big dip, and then it pulling back, and a big dip, and it's sort of pulling back a little bit again. But we've seen some heavy losses in some coins. And it's been a really interesting 7 days. The reason I wanted to bring up sort of how we look at withdrawing money or taking profits, because the last bull run, I took profits for some coins and then completely missed the boat on taking profits for others. And I've had some students ask me this week, and over the last sort of 6 weeks, how we take or how or when we should take profits, and that's for a few reasons. So I'll show you. As always, we try and make sure that we're honest with you about how everything is going. So these are the coins that we have talked about over the time our channel has existed. We always try to endeavor to give you a good investment if we see it. Dragon Chain had a 414% gain. From when we did our video to its current price. This is all based on today's prices. Zilliqa has had a 300% gain from when we did our video. Engine Coin 87, VE Chain 131. So some really significant gains. Ripple's down, but I think, again, for me, Ripple is a long-term project. You're not going to see quick gains for Ripple, and it is a long-term investment. So you got to be wary of that. KuCoin shares, couldn't be less concerned about a dip in KuCoin shares. When a bull market hits, KuCoin will inevitably go up as a result of just people trading with KuCoin on their platform. It's the same thing that happened with Binance. The same thing happened in the last bull run with KuCoin shares, and it flew up to $20. So I'm quite happy to hold, and I might even accumulate if I get a good buying point. Exactly the same for Nano. Nano, I love the tech. It is exactly what we want for a cryptocurrency. Its function is straightforward. You know, Nano at the bull market was $36. If Nano drops a little bit more, I'm going to accumulate more. It's that simple. I'm very happy with Nano. Anytime it's below a dollar, I feel like it's an accumulation point, quite honestly. Power Ledger, surprised to see a bit of a dip, but it's not majorly significant. Grin, I'm disappointed with. I hope Grin doesn't get lost in the sort of in the privacy coin flurry that we've seen. So and because I think it's a good project, and I think it has real long-term potential. So I'm gonna certainly sit and hold my bag of Grin. No issues there. Ion, I'm not concerned about that as an 8% dip. There's still staking benefits of Ion. I like it. And our number one, since we did our Udemy course, and the link's in the description, we've had 15 students that have taken it. 4 of them I'm in regular contact with, and they have made significant investments into this number one currency, ranging from 500 through to sort of $3,000 in investments. And in that time, from when we did our Udemy course to this point, our number one currency is up 136%. We looked at that carefully. It is still underpriced. I will say that. It is still underpriced. It's a small cap coin that has incredible long-term potential. And if you really want to find out about it, check our Udemy course out. I promise it's going to be money well spent, and you'll see why we value it so much. And like I say, students have been asking me about cashing out profit, because some of them have made, you know, like $650 profit. Some of them have made sort of, what was it, like five and a bit thousand in profit. So how do we cash out? The cashing out thing is a simple process, and it's something that should be obvious, but sometimes you get swept up in the momentum of the market and you just hold your bag till it, you know, collapses. But it's a staggered approach. That's the most sensible way. If your currency makes a 2 times gain or a 3 times gain, pull a little bit out. If your currency then makes another 5, say a 5 times gain, pull a little bit out. If your currency makes a 10 times gain, pull a little bit out. identify points where you're happy to withdraw to take some profit. Because if you believe it's a long-term project, like I do, this number one currency, I'm talking over the next 5 years, it will be my retirement fund. That is that simple. And while I will pull out some profit here and there, I'm not any, at this point, because I would wait for at least a sort of 3x. But you can pull out some money at different stages, and then you're keeping you're making a profit, but you're keeping an investment in a project you believe in. And it's that simple. But it's a staggered approach, because if you take a staggered approach, you're not going to get caught out if a market crash happened. And a market crash isn't likely. A market crash will probably happen after the next bull run. And quite honestly, I think the next bull run will break $1 trillion, because it's so much easier to buy cryptocurrencies now than it was 3 years ago and 4 years ago. So the next bull run, I honestly believe will break $1 trillion. I believe there is a large probability we'll break 2 trillion, and then there'll be a pullback. And in that time, just make sure you've got staggered withdrawals, and you're guaranteed to keep your profit. Okay, but what we've done since this channel's been around, and it's been around for like nearly 16 weeks, give or take. And in that time, we've identified currencies that haven't been talked about. Some have, obviously, but things like Dragon Chain and Zilliqa, people weren't actually having lots of conversations about. Some of them, there were points where everyone was talking about certain currencies. BAT is constantly talked about. Ontology really has went under the radar for a while, but people know about it. It's a good currency. You've just got to be reminded of it sometimes. But the thing is, do your own research, because if you do, then you'll see if there's value or if there's a problem with an investment. But I wanted to show you sort of what we've done, and I'm showing you on a week where there's been quite a lot of losses in a number of different currencies. And what that shows you is that there isn't reasons to panic. If you are new to the crypto market, these fluctuations are normal, and you've got to be aware of that, because if you get emotional about your investment, you are going to lose money. And right now, the only one I'm disappointed with is Grin. I'm not concerned, but I am disappointed, and I'm wary that it might get lost in the shuffle. Right? Nano KuCoin. I've actually set alerts on TradingView for when I'm going to next buy them. So once they hit that margin, I'm going to put in a new investment on them. Ion is the same. Okay, and I'll tell you, my sort of buying point for Ion is about 8.8 cents. And if it hits there, I'm going to buy up again. Ripple, again, Ripple's a long-term thing. Some people hate it. I hate the concept, but I think as a long-term project, it's going to make money. It's going to make everyone money. So I have a good share of Ripple, and I will probably buy up more if it gets to sort of 16 cents. But you have got to be calm about your investments. And if you can be, you will do well in this market. But that's it. And so, by the way, the net profit for the 19 coins that are there, I think, is $1,250. If you put 100 in per coin, right, you'd have made a $1,250 profit. And who wouldn't be happy with that? That is over 16 weeks. So, and if you think about it, if you've put in, say, well, what would it be? No, so if you've put in $100 for each coin, you've put in $1,900, you've made a $1,250 profit. It's enormous. It's enormous. Anyone on stock markets would be happy with that. And the record, we want to keep showing you the record, because we know we're providing value doing this channel and talking about the things that we talk about. And if you've got spare time at the weekend, if you're still in lockdown, or if you've got spare time, buy the Udemy course. 136% gain. 15 of my students, 4 guaranteed, have made major money. I hope all 15 understood why and did invest. But 136% profit is enormous, and it's going to rise. It might pull back, but it's going to rise again. We're going to see good gains on this. But that's all really today. So when you're cashing out, staggered approach. And if you're new to cryptocurrency and you're new to investing, don't invest more than you can afford, and don't get emotional about your investments. If you're investing money you can afford, you will be less emotional. If you're investing too much, you're going to be emotional about your investments. It's that simple. And stagger your withdrawals. Give yourself a sort of a 2x, a 3x, a 5x, a 10x. Give yourself marks where you're going to withdraw your profits so that you know you've made money. And for God's sake, be aware of the tax laws. Tax laws in the UK are a pain in the arse. Okay? So you've got to know your tax laws, because that might influence how and when you're going to withdraw. But that's it for us today. Record's great. Market's been stagnant all week, and I'm still very happy with how things are going. I think there'll be new buying points for Nano and KuCoin. So loving it. Anyway, in the description, tell me what you're investing in. Tell me what you think about any of these. Okay, tell me if you're going to buy the Udemy course. Please do. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys. Me signing out. Take care. Stay safe.